The stadium went silent, 22 men on the field, and suddenly, all eyes weary in just one, Morice Norris. The Detroit Lions safety lay motionless after a devastating collision. No cheers, no boos, just fear. Tonight, we are diving into the terrifying moment that stopped the preseason game in its tracks and left an entire NFL community holding its breath.
It was the fourth quarter in Atlanta. The Lions were facing the Falcons in what was supposed to be just another preseason matchup, a warm-up, a tune-up, a chance for young talent to shine. But instead, the night turned into a chilling reminder of how fragile this game can be. Morice Norris, just 24 years old, had worked his way from Fresno State to the NFL, an undrafted free agent in 2024. He had clawed his way onto the Detroit roster after grinding on the practice squad. Every snap mattered to him, and on this play, he gave it everything. The snap, the handoff, Nathan Carter, Falcons running back, burst toward the line. Norris charges it, lowering his face mask to Carter's midsection. The collision is feeling, head snapping backward from the impact, and in that instant, the tone of the entire stadium changes. Norris did not get up. Trainers sprinted onto the field. Teammates took a knee. Opponents stood frozen, and for nearly 20 minutes, medical staff worked, stabilizing his neck, speaking softly to him, checking for movement. Every second felt like an hour.
Fans watched in complete silence. Some prayed, some cried. The cameras panned away, but the tension was impossible to hide in a game filled with toughness. This was a moment where strength met skills, where the only goal was to see the again, finally. Norris had healed all his extremities. Relief washed over the field, but the next moments were just as sobering. He was carefully strapped to a stretcher, placed into an ambulance, and driven off toward Atlanta's Grady Memorial Hospital. Head coach Dan Campbell told reporters later they had gotten positive information about his condition, but there was still no official diagnosis for the Lions. The scoreboard no longer mattered. All that mattered was their teammates' life and recovery. The decision came quickly. The game would not continue. With 6:31 still on the clock, both teams agreed to let it run out. No more plays, no more hits. Just mutual respected touching moment as players from both sidelines embraced, united in concern. Falcons head coach Raheem Morris summed it up. It was the right thing to do, and in an NFL preseason where every rep is normally a fight for a roster spot, that statement meant everything. Sometimes humanity outweighs competition.
To understand the weight of this, you have to know who Morice Norris is: a fighter, a long shot, a young man who was not handed an NFL career. He had to grab it. From Fresno State standout to undrafted rookie, from practice squad hopeful to active Arister, his journey was fueled by grit, and that's why this injury shook so many people. It was not just about losing a player for a game, it was about seeing someone who had worked their entire life for this moment suddenly face the possibility of losing it all in one play.
The NFL is a brotherhood, and in moments like this, rivalries disappear. Teammates, opponents, fans, all become one family hoping for the same outcome, that Morice walks back onto a football field again, not as a highlight, but as a survivor. The Lions released an update later that night. Norris was stable, moving his arms and legs, and would remain at the hospital overnight for observation. No final diagnosis yet, but the signs were good, and for now, that's enough to keep hope alive. This was not just a sports headline. It was a wake-up call, a reminder of the risk every player takes with every snap, and of the courage it takes to get back up, even if it means starting from zero again. Morice Norris's story is not finished, and when he steps back on that field, whether it's next week, next season, or never again, it will be on his terms. If you believe in second chances, in resilience, and in the human side of football, hit that subscribe button, because we will be here to follow his journey every step of the way.